Hello everyone, I am Hars. In the previous video we covered distributed caching. In today's video we will focus on hybrid caching in ASP.NET Core Web API. I will explain how to implement hybrid caching in Web API using simple and practical example. Without wasting the time, let's get started. Let's first understand what is hybrid cache. Hybrid cache in ASP.NET Core is a new caching library that combines the speed of in-memory caching with the consistency of distributed caching, giving you a unified API to manage both layered without writing custom glue code. The most common configuration is hybrid cache with Redis, since Redis is the fastest and most widely used distributed backend. By default, hybrid cache uses memory cache for its primary cache storage. Cache entry are stored in process, so each server has separate cache that is lost whenever the server process is restarted. For secondary out of process storage such as Redis SQL Server, hybrid cache uses the configured distributed cache implementation. So now let's see how to implement the hybrid cache. To implement the hybrid cache, we have to first install one NuGet package. So go to the project and right click on dependency, click on manage NuGet package, and here search for hybrid cache. Select the first package and install it. Click on apply and then click on I accept. Installation is finished. Let's configure the hybrid cache in our application. To use the hybrid cache, we have to add the service in the program.cs file. So go to program.cs file and here I will first comment this thing, then I will add hybrid cache to the services. Let's add it. Use the builder object, then .services add hybrid cache. Now the hybrid cache service is added. Now let's first remove the memory cache if we are using it. Let's comment it and also comment this because I want to show you it will by default use memory cache. I have commented it, and now let's go to the user controller and here I will remove this IMemoryCache. Let's comment this. Let's add the configuration. I copied it and I will add the configuration for hybrid cache. So how to save the data in hybrid cache? To save the data in hybrid cache, we have to inject hybrid cache class. Let's inject it. Hybrid cache. I will say hybrid cache, and then using this hybrid cache, we can store our data to the cache. So how to store it? To store it, we have to use the method called get or create async, and here we will pass the cache key. Then I will pass the value. I will say async and then val, then lambda expression, and here we will call the method which is nothing but our database call. I will copy it and I will remove it. For now, I am not configuring the distributed cache. If you see here, I have commented this Redis cache for distributed caching. So let's see it how it will work. Let's run this application. Our application is running now. Let's go to the browser and refresh this page. Let's test this API. Click on test request. Here I will pass 1.0. and then I will click on send. We are getting the exception invalid operation unable to resolve service. Here we are getting this exception unable to resolve service for type caching.distributed because I have not added to the service. So what I will do here, first I will remove this distributed cache from here and then let's try to run it. Now let's refresh this page, test the request, set the version value and click on send. This time this calls the API, and what I will do here, I will add the breakpoint. Let's go to implementation, add the breakpoint here. Let's continue it. This time it called the database. Let's continue it, and let's see the result, and let's try to send it again. Continue. This time it did not call the database, so it is retrieving the data from the memory cache. So how this get or create async method work? This method uses this key to try to retrieve the object from the primary cache, which is nothing but our memory cache. If the item is not found, then it will check in the secondary cache. If it is configured. If it is not configured, then it will not check for the secondary cache. And if you have configured it, and in both cases if it is not there, then it call the factory method. It means it will call the actual method from where we are storing the data into our cache. If you notice here, I have commented this in memory cache, but we are getting the data from the cache, which is nothing but our memory cache. This is good feature in the hybrid cache. Now let's try to configure the distributed cache in the hybrid cache. Let's stop it and I will uncomment it. This is for distributed cache. I will use Redis cache. So here I will add the services, and now here we no need to do anything. And here, as we configure a distributed cache, so first it will check in memory cache. If it is not available, then it will go for distributed cache. So first run this Redis server. If you don't know how I have installed this Redis server in Docker, so watch the previous video. I have explained step by step. Let's run it, and meanwhile we will add the configuration to validate. Once the memory cache data is removed, it will take the data from Redis. For that I will add the expiration time. Let's create the hybrid cache entry option, object, new hybrid cache entry option, and then here I will set local cache expiration equal to time span dot from seconds. I will say 30. So what it will do, after the 30 second, the local cache will expire and the data will be removed from the memory cache. Next it will try to retrieve the data from the distributed cache which we configured with Redis. So here we have to pass this entry option. I will remove this breakpoint. Now let's run it. Application is running. Let's refresh this page and try to test it again. Click on test request, pass the version, click on send. It call our API. Let's continue. It call the database. Let's continue. Let's try to send it again. It call our API. I will remove this breakpoint here. Click continue. It did not call the database. Now let's wait for 30 seconds, and then again I will try to send so that it will fetch the data from the Redis. Redis is running now. If you see, Redis is running. Let's try to hit the API. This time also we are getting from the cache, because even if we set the expiration time 30 seconds, after 30 seconds also we are getting, because I have set the expiration time for local cache which is memory cache. That's why we are getting the data from the distributed cache which is Redis cache. Now I want to expire the data from both the cache. So how to do that? For that we have one option called expiration equal to, then I will say 30 seconds. Let's rerun the application. Application is running. Let's refresh this page. Test the request. Set the version, click on send, click on send. As it was stored in Redis, so we got the data from the Redis. Because Redis is running, let's continue sending it, or I will wait for 30 seconds, then I will try to send it so that it will expire and we will not get the data from the Redis. It is always taking the data from the Redis. I think I have not restarted the Redis, that's why it was not expired, because last time we have not configured with the expiration time. So we are getting the data. Let's see if I have the breakpoint still in this method. We have the data from the Redis cache. So what I will do, first I will restart the Redis. Go to Redis, I will stop the Redis. I will run the Redis, and also I will restart our application. Let's refresh this page, test the request, click on send. This time it call the database. Let's continue. Let's send it again. Let's send it. Let's send it. Wait for some second, and then I will try to send again, because I have set the expiration time as 30 seconds. Let's try to send it again. This time it called the database, because now the data is removed from both the cache. So this is how we can configure the hybrid cache with the Redis as a distributed cache. I hope you learn how to implement the hybrid caching in ASP.NET Core Web API with Redis as distributed caching. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, let's subscribe this channel and share this video with your friends.